everyone. The examples of self-confidence are not only present in India, but they could be seen in several countries across the globe. For example, America's Steven Spilberg, New Zealand's Edmund Hillary, America's Conrad Anker, Canada's James Cameron. The self-confidence of all these successful and magnificent personalities truly surprised the world. So that's why today we will talk about Steven Spilberg in order to know about his inspiring story. Thank you. On 18th December 1946, Steven Spilberg was born in Cincinnati in the state of the Ohio. His mother used to play the piano in a concert, and his father was an electrical engineer. His father was workaholic, and so he was always busy. Steven was passionate about filmmaking since his childhood. He used to play with his father's 8mm camera. Steven Spilberg used to love filming the daily routine of his family members through this camera. The first film he watched was The Greatest Show on Earth. This movie featured an elephant, had a scene on train crash, and also featured some jokers.
As a kid, I was not allowed to watch action films, and I was the only kid in my block to not watch them. That's why I would go and watch several movies with my friends without telling my family. But I got so crazy about watching films that I was ready to do anything for it.
In 1981, he became a Boy Scout. Steven Spilberg made a 9-minute film on the last gunfight in order to win the Photography Merit Badge. And from here started his journey on filmmaking. He also made few more short films after this, and these films were based on the stories of Second World War. He used to shoot the scenes in the nearby park and restaurants for his films. One of Steven's films was Escape to Nowhere. This film was also based on a war story, and he also received an award for the same. Then at the age of 16 years, he made a sci-fi based film called Firelight. The budget of this film was $500. He took the help of his close friends in order to make this film. He shot the film in his garage. Around 500 people watched this film. Steven had earned a profit of $1 from this film. In 1959, he completed his education from Saratoga High School. Then he tried applying to the School of Theatre, Film and Television at the University of Southern California. But this application was rejected thrice in a row. He joined the BA course in the California State University, but he did not complete his education. Steven Spilberg, a college dropout, then joined the Universal Studio and started working as an intern. Steven passionately worked 7 days in a week, but he would not get anything in return. He worked in the editing department here for some time, but his name was never mentioned in the credits of the films. Steven Spielberg's first job as a director was in 1969, when he bagged the opportunity to direct a segment of the pilot episode of the TV series Night Gallery, which was written by Rod Serling. And Hollywood's famous actor John Crawford acted in this series. When John Crawford learned that a 21-year-old young boy who did not have prior experience would be directing a segment, she was furious at the producer. But when she started working with the young Steven Spilberg, she was highly impressed by his skills. John Crawford realized that Spilberg was a young genius. She said that she thought having prior experience to direct is important. But then I thought about all the experienced film directors around, that they did not have Steven's self-confidence and the zest to try something new in the filmmaking. They would only continue to follow the daily routine in the name of the filmmaking. And this was termed as experience in Hollywood. It was then that I realized that Steven Spielberg's future is very bright. Hollywood cannot ignore the supreme talent that he possesses. After this stint, he received an opportunity to direct projects in the Universal Studios. He had shared that when I started out here, no one respected me at work. But over a period of time, when I started directing TV episodes and movies, then the people around started accepting me as a director. Till date, Spielberg has directed more than 50 films in Hollywood. His renowned films are Jaws, E.T. the Extraterrestrials, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, to name a few. Schindler's List bagged 7 Oscar awards. In 2006, the Premiere magazine announced Steven Spilberg as world's most influential persona. Time magazine has listed him as one of the world's 100 most influential personas. Steven Spielberg's 40-year-old career in filmmaking has successfully influenced several generations through several genres in several delightful ways. Spielberg won the Academy Award for Best Director for Schindler's List in 1993 and for Saving Private Ryan in 1998. If we talk about awards, there would barely be an award that Steven has not won. Spielberg never gave up, even in the worst situations faced by him in his life, and he achieved all his dreams because of his self-confidence. The story of producer-director Steven Spielberg is truly inspiring for all of us.